Welcome back to The Charismatic Voice. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video that you've been requesting for quite some time. This will be Autumn Strong, sometimes also called Late Autumn, performed by Dimash Kudaibergen and composed by Koji Tamaki. Now, a bunch of you specifically requested that I take a look at the Gloria Wu version. So Gloria has a really awesome channel, and you should also subscribe to her. I will put a link in the information about this video. And she put up some extra awesome English subtitles for this video. So we're going to be using that one. Just know that it is pitched down just a little bit, so it's a little bit lower than the original version, which was from the Singer 2017 competition. And briefly, the lyrics are about a Chinese-born Japanese actress who had to hide her heritage during World War II. And then afterwards, when her identity was revealed, she was deported to Japan and never able to see China again. So I'm really looking forward to hearing this song. Let's get to it. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, before it goes on much further, I will rewind it to catch that build up a little bit. But I really love the way that he's going between a really beautiful, what I call like a condensed, efficient vocal chord sound where they're just coming together super cleanly. And then he goes back to airy. So he adds just a little bit more focus in the sound and then returns to this sort of breathy tenderness. And he's going back and forth. It shows a lot of strength of feeling, but also transparency. Let's go back and catch that build just a little bit more. There, he's using so much smoothness within his vocal phrasing. A lot of times people punch out high notes, so you'll hear them singing something that's low and then suddenly something that's loud and high, and then they go back to the volume that's down and lower for the low note. But he's able to really smoothly navigate this. So usually that requires for the singer to show a lot of restraint and control on the top notes so that it matches the bottom ones. But it also requires, technically, one of the best ways to do that is to sing until the later notes. So really direct your energy to the later notes and try and think about the entire phrase being more flat in general. I'll go back just a little bit so you hear that. It's really, really well done. You wouldn't know that he was doing that. It's one of those things that singers have to work hard at to achieve. But when the results are, when somebody does achieve those results, it's almost just not appreciated enough, I think. So let's appreciate Dimash a little bit. Do you hear how that's all even? It's really well done. Yeah, it's really great phrasing. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It was a chromatic, it was half steps back and forth that it was like a trill, but most of the time when singers make trills, they're using vibrato to go between two notes, and that was just truly using his vocal cords to distinguish two different notes. That was so good. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, wow. Did you hear that decrescendo? Whoa! Wow. These lyrics are incredibly touching. Like, you hear so much sadness, like certainly it sounds like brokenheartedness, but also I mean, I do not fear longing. There's a certain like, bravery in it. And you hear that in Dimash's voice too, in the way that he's able to, again, with that more condensed sound, he has more strength. And then he suddenly flips back into this vulnerability. It's really beautiful expression. And it's not easy to do. This song doesn't sound as difficult as many of other songs that I've heard Dimash do. It's certainly not as rangy. I maybe shouldn't speak before it reaches the end, but his control in it is very, very specific, and that is difficult. He's doing a great job. Gorgeous vibrato control. You guys know that I really love it when Dimash adds like a little bit of more classical embellishments to his songs. And one of the things I really liked about what he just did is when he went up to this top note in his falsetto, he was able to decrescendo off of it. Decrescendo meaning get quieter. I also said that earlier in the piece. He's got fantastic control on his top notes in particular in this. He's doing this like lift off of them instead of just a stop on them. Most people will just do a stop. It's easier. A decrescendo takes a lot more technique. Let's catch that again so you hear it. Did you hear that? Whoa. There's so much emotion in his voice. You hear it in the way he does little pushes off of notes here, little cries sometimes as he's going between notes. It's very, it just sounds like there's a lot more heart that's being let into his sound now. It's very touching. Oops. I have to go back and catch that again, guys. Sorry. I hit a stats, a little right click in the middle. Oh, that cry was so good. Oh, whoa. I couldn't stop in the middle of that. Well, let's go back and listen to that ending section one more time. The way he holds the audience is, it's something that I've seen Dimash do in several different performances, and it's something that he's extremely good at. He's great at taking this kind of piece and bringing it to be a little more subdued on stage. He just proves that he doesn't have to be fire and drama. He's able to take it in. You see him doing things with his hands, but watch how he holds the audience right after his big moment. He's like, no, don't applaud. It's not over yet. I love that cry. Okay, watch here. He brings his hand up saying, not yet. Watch also, look at the way he's keeping the microphone near him, saying, I'm going to still sing. This is just really, really smart performance stagecraft. He's opens his eyes and looks up, saying, no, I'm not going to acknowledge the audience for applause right now. Very, very good. You notice that when he let the audience know they could applaud, he was taking the mic away from his mouth and dropping his hand. So it's very interesting to look at how Dimash lets an audience know when it's okay for them to applaud. I think this song, more than most Dimash songs, shows his incredible vocal control. He's able to go in and out of a focused sound, so focused and then airy, and then sort of on the edge between. He navigates that very, very well. And he also is able to go low and high without adjusting the dynamics too much. Plus, he demonstrates amazing dynamic control in his crescendos and decrescendos, just overall demonstrating that he's really, truly a master of his voice. But he's not doing all of that to show off. He's doing that to more efficiently communicate his message, which is just an incredibly touching and sad story. I really appreciate all of you who recommended using this video because I loved being able to see the lyrics in English as they went by. So thank you so much. You know that I love your recommendations, and please keep making them down below. Also, I would love to meet you. Please come and join me on Mondays and Fridays at premieres. There is a live chat where you can come and say hi. So I hope to see you soon.